Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to give a quick update on the vaccine and treatment development for COVID. If you are new to the channel, I'm Dr. Han. It's lovely to have you here. Now in this channel, you will find science review content, updates on the latest global health topic. I also like to share tips and tricks for students' academic and personal development. If these are your interest topic, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you have already subscribed, thank you very much for coming back. So in the past week, we have hit a couple of roadblocks in vaccine development as well as treatment development for COVID-19. Now let's look at these cases and look at what are the potential alternatives. So this past week has not been the greatest week in terms of progress in vaccine development and as well as drug development for treating COVID. Let's talk about these problems and look at other options that are still more viable at this point. Now this video is my interpretation and summary of publicly available scientific information. This video does not serve as any intentions or advice for treatment, prevention, and diagnosis of any diseases, and I have no tie with all the commercial companies I mentioned in the video. Now first, let's have a little bit recap on the roadblock that happened in September with AstraZeneca and their vaccine AZD1222. There was a reported case of transverse myelitis happened in one participant. Now it is a very rare adverse event that related to an inflammation status in the spinal cord. Now for more information about that, I have a link from above that I talked about last month. Now over the past month, this vaccine has been resumed for trial slowly in different places like UK, Brazil, South Africa, Japan and India. However, the trial in the US has remained paused. Okay, it has not resumed. So very latest cases, okay, this is the first case. It is the vaccines from Janssen's or Johnson & Johnson, the J&J 7836735 vaccine candidate. Now, the company released a statement saying there is an unexpected serious adverse event happened and the trial was paused on October 12th, Monday. So the company did not release any detail of the adverse event at this point. Now it is to be noted that both AZD1222 and the J&J vaccines are based on the adenovirus vector technology. Now for more information about adenovirus vector technology, I have another link up there, you can check it out. So it is very interesting to see that how come those two technologies have a serious adverse event reported, but on the other branch, those mRNA vaccines, it seems to be a little bit better in terms of, so far, the safety parameter. Another roadblock that happened in the past week is an antibody drug. It's a neutralizing antibody developed by Eli Lilly. There's a name called LOI-COV555. So there is a pause in the phase 3 trial on October 13th on Tuesday. So the Independent Data and Safety Monitoring Board that is coming out from the NIH reported a clear differences in safety profile in the treatment and placebo group. Now there wasn't any detail they released at this point, only saying that there seemed to be something happening and we need to stop the trial for now for further evaluations. Now a nutshell what this antibody drugs is that is very close to what President Trump received. Now here is a graph showing you the SARS-CoV-2 virus, and this is the antibody developed by Eli Lilly. Now it binds to the spike protein of the SARS-CoV-2 virus and therefore blocking its entry or binding to our ACE2 receptor and eventually hoping to stop entering the cell and causing the disease. Now, what are some of the alternative options in trial currently? First, we have this AstraZeneca long-acting antibody combinations, codenamed AZD7442. Now, this antibody drug consists of 2 antibodies. The goal is to provide 6 to 12 months of protection in one single dose. Now, the company will evaluate its safety and effectiveness to prevent infections for up to 12 months. They just started the phase 3 trial in early October 2020. Now, again, this antibody drug is doing very similar work. Okay, you have 2 different antibody basically binding to the spike protein and blocking its interactions to ACE2 receptor and subsequent entry into the cell. So it is believed that having 2 different antibody binding to distinctive site on the spike protein provide a higher chance for stopping the virus from entering the cells and also preventing some potential development of resistance. Now, on the vaccine development side, the latest update on Moderna is that they are very close in terms of getting all their participants in for their phase 3 trials. It's over 29,000 of their 30,000 participant goal. Now, out of those that have already received the first dose, about 24,000 of participants have already received their second dose. So overall, they are very, very close to wrapping up their study in terms of participant recruitment. Now, so far, there hasn't been any serious adverse event reported from the company. So we are crossing fingers. Hopefully this vaccine will provide a better options for many of us. So here is the take-home message for this week. Now, unfortunately, this AZD1222, even though it has resumed trial in many countries, it is still paused in the US. Another vaccine, J&J by Janssen's and Johnson & Johnson's, it is paused in the US currently. Now, hopefully, it can resolve the problem and get back on track in a near future. The antibody treatment from Eli Lilly also paused, in the US on Tuesday of last week. So far, Moderna mRNA vaccine 1273 is okay, it is close in fit to finishing its phase 3 recruitment. And AstraZeneca long-acting antibody combinations have entered phase 3 in early October, and they will evaluate the effectiveness and safety of these antibody combinations in the next 12 months. Now, to learn more, here are the links for different company press and as well as a journal article. Now, I'll put all these links in the description box down below. So I hope this video provided some extra info on the vaccine and antibody drug development for COVID. That is all for this week, and I'll see you again next Sunday for another video of COVID-19 update. Bye.